We never want amateurs running the United States again. Ever. Government is not a startup. Foreign policy is not a podcast debate. Nuclear codes are not a beta test. The reason Biden, yes, even at his age, was able to keep the country steady wasn't charisma or vibes. It was experience. Decades of it. He knew what every major role required. He knew who to trust. He knew how systems fail under pressure and how to keep them from collapsing when they do. And the biggest complaints people had? Cultural preferences. Issues affecting a tiny fraction of the population, while the actual machinery of the country kept functioning. Compare that to what happens when you hand power to people who have never governed, never served, never planned an exit strategy, never operated under real consequences. They wing it. They improvise geopolitics like a boardroom meeting. They treat the United States like a corporation you can bankrupt and walk away from. You cannot file Chapter 11 on a country. Leadership, real leadership, means you can perform under pressure. Plan 3 steps ahead and already know what you'll do when things go wrong. If you don't have that record, military, legislative, executive, emergency ops, you have no business anywhere near the levers of power. And let's stop pretending this is about outsiders versus the deep state. That lie was imported, weaponized, sold to Americans by foreign propaganda and billionaire ego. Now suddenly experience is suspicious? Competence is corruption? Institutional memory is treason? No. That's how you dismantle a nation without firing a shot. And let's talk about character, because it matters. Nobody is asking for perfection. People get divorced. People make mistakes. That's life, but patterns matter. If you can't commit to anything, education, relationships, loyalty, growth, if chaos follows you everywhere you go, if self-reflection has never once altered your behavior, then leadership isn't your calling. If you still think it's the 1980s and it's 2026, step aside. And Congress, the Supreme Court, you exist to restrain rogue power and you chose comfort instead. Silence instead, strategy over lives. Waiting for midterms while people lose healthcare. Waiting for polls while families lose daycare. Waiting for elections while laws are broken in real time. That's not strategy. That's cowardice. And yes, this includes Democrats. Diplomatic rot is still rot. Polished corruption is still corruption. Selling out slowly doesn't make it moral. If you didn't put your neck on the line, if you waited to see which way the wind blew, you do not deserve another term. This country does not need kings, moguls, influencers, or disruptors. It needs adults. It needs operators. It needs people who understand that power is not a prize. It's a burden. And if you don't have the spine to carry it, get out of the way.